This is the Cashem DFS Picks Podcast. It is July 25th, 2024. It's your boy AC here with you as always. It is Thursday and I have MLB picks for you. We'll get right into it. Keep today's video short, but before we do, I really need you to like this video and then subscribe to the channel if you're brand new and watching. You know, all that support, all that little stuff really does help out the channel grow, so I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. All right, so we have results from yesterday that we need to get into. I think I gave you a 5-man flex yesterday, so we'll review that. We'll go into the free private Discord that you should join so that you can get all my picks throughout the day, and then we will go over today's picks that I have for you. I believe I have a 6-man for you today. All right, so let's get into it. All right, last night, we went 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 picks hit. So we cashed. We got some of our money back, but that was about it. So basically what happened with this is we started off super hot. As you can see, the 6, 7, and 8 o'clock games, those picks smacked very easily, felt good. And then we had the Dodgers picks. I was really confident that the Dodgers could get some hits and get some offensive production on Robbie Ray, whoever the fuck that is. You really haven't seen much of him this season. I think it's like his 3rd start of the year or something like that. But apparently, dude's an ace, and they just don't use him, and they don't care to win, so they just leave this guy in the bullpen. But he came in yesterday, just striking all the Dodgers out. I mean, it didn't matter if it was Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, just all the big names. They couldn't handle Robbie Ray, so he had a great game. He's a lefty pitcher. I took the lefties, the lefty hitters, in this 5-man flex, thinking they both have a higher hit percentage against left-handed hitters, but that just didn't help at all. Robbie Ray is one of the most dominant pitchers of our lifetime. So Teoscar and Will Smith could not come through. Will did hit a double at one point, I believe, but he could not get on. Cannot get a run or an RBI through. So we got something back. That's all we can ask for. We got to be grateful for that, and we'll move right on. So if you tailed some of these picks, hopefully maybe you took 2 of them, the top 2 or something like that, and you cashed, that's great. So give us a like for that if you did. All right, but we'll leave that alone and we'll get into today. So let's see what I have for you this evening. All right, today, Thursday, I have a 6-man flex for you here. I really do like these picks. I think they're pretty strong. I've actually made a 2-man out of the top 2, so you can do what you want with that. So the 2 pitcher fantasy score props of Taj Bradley and Dylan Cease, I've made my own 2-man out of that. But yeah, so first up, Taj Bradley going up against the Toronto Blue Jays. Just really hot right now. Toronto's offense is lacking, to say the least. He has a great history against these guys. Fully expect him to be able to go over this 29.5 fantasy score mark. Yeah, so that's all we have to really say about that. I've got Tampa Bay favored to win this game, slightly. Taj Bradley's been hot lately. He's going to need to stay in there a little bit due to the bullpen not being great. But Toronto's offense is pretty lacking, so I think this is a good spot for Taj Bradley. All right, so we've got his fantasy score. Next up, I've got Dylan Cease with his fantasy score as well. Dylan Cease is going up against the Washington Nationals. The Nationals' offense is having a really rough time right now. I've got the under 8.5 for this game, so I don't expect a lot of runs to be scored. Dylan Cease has been looking pretty good lately. And that's all there is to it. He has a previous game against them within the last 5 games, and I believe he had like a 58 pitcher fantasy score, so 58 points. So I definitely expect him to be able to get 38. Pretty simple as that, guys. Just 2 weak hitting teams, 2 decent pitchers. I'm taking their fantasy scores today. All right, so that's the first 2. I really like those first 2. Obviously, they're at the top. Next up is a pick that was bumped on me before I could get it submitted, but it's Jonathan Cannon for the Chicago White Sox, more than 16.5 pitching outs. It was sitting at 15.5. Literally, as I was clicking submit, bumped to 16.5. Fuck you, PrizePicks, you scamming piece of shit. But we will get over that, and we put him in there anyway because we expect Cannon to have to be out there today. The bullpen for the White Sox needs a break, needs some relief. So we expect Cannon to have a long leash and be out there for a while today. So I'm taking him over 16.5 pitching outs. His last 3 or 4 games, he has had at least 17 pitching outs. The Texas offense is pretty bad as well, having a rough time right now. So we expect Cannon to be able to stay in the game long enough to get 17 pitching outs. All right, there's the top 3. Moving right along, I've got Josh Lowe. He's going up against the pitcher for Toronto and Chris Bassett. He has no runs, no hits. I'm sorry. I think he has in 9 at-bats. He might have 1 hit, no runs, no RBIs, like 4 or 5 strikeouts. So I expect him to go under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs today. And that's just what that is. I would also take him for the hitter strikeout. Okay, so that's that. Next up, I have Danny Jansen. I expect Jansen to get 1 strikeout against Taj Bradley today. Taj Bradley has a good strikeout rate. Jansen strikes out a lot. I expect Jansen to strike out once versus Taj Bradley. Don't screw that up for me, Danny Jansen. And last but not least, on this 6-man, I have Jurickson Profar going up against the pitcher I told you earlier. Oh, actually, I did not. So he's going up against the Washington Nationals. The Nationals are putting Patrick Corbin on the mound. I think we all know, if we watch baseball, that Patrick Corbin does give up hits. So I expect Jurickson Profar, who's hitting around 300 right now, to get 1 hit during this game, even if the Washington bullpen has to give it to him. All right, so that's the 6-man, guys. It's looking really good. I like this play a lot. It's one of my favorite 6-mans I've played in a while. Even though we have the 2 goblins on there, I expect those to not get in our way today. They should definitely hit for us. And just hoping I've given every one of my viewers a nice money bag tonight. All right. So that's the 6-man that I have for you. 6 picks. You've got a 12x payout here. If you get one wrong, you're still getting a 1.5x payout. So you can't argue that. That's always great when you have goblins in your lineup. So 12x payout today. Put $10 on it for $1.20. Let's smack today. Let's get it. I doubled my unit size, so that means I like the play a lot. All right. Okay, so we'll go into the private Discord really quick. Before we do, scrolling at the bottom of your screen, you're going to see a lot of promo codes for all the betting apps, all the betting platforms. Use those for free money and free match deposit bonuses. So 4 different codes there for you. And then we have a private Discord that is free, so I'm going to show you that briefly. This is it. This is where I post all my slips that I win. This is from yesterday. Really close to smacking a 6-man on pitcher fantasy scores and whatnot. Griffin Canning, I think he's got another strikeout or 2 at the end of the game because he was struggling terribly, but they left him in anyway. So he was able to barely get up over this, which is really sad. But we doubled up. Can't complain about 100% profit. So that's from yesterday alone. The video picks did not hit, but as you can see, my Discord pick did hit. I did get my money back from the video pick. So there you go, breaking even on the day. All right, so we have a PrizePicks room where I've already posted my picks for today. You see the 2-man I made. There's a 6-man here that I just showed you guys. So this is the PrizePicks room. We got a lot of plays in there every day. DraftKings, we got about 25 members in here. DraftKings for money lines, general chat, FanDuel, Dabble, and Sleeper. So yeah, just lots of things out here, guys, for you. I post the YouTube videos here early. So join the free private Discord, guys. It's free. The description's in the video description or the bio of the channel, and that's what it is. All right, we're at right under 10 minutes, so I'm gonna let it go here. Good luck to you guys today. We're gonna hit. We are gonna smack today. I'll see you in the next video where we will review. Peace.